Hi everyone! So this is the process video for my design team, the Studio 6 Creations, my card. So this is I think it's the second time I've done a process video, so bear with me, I'm still trying to figure out how I can do them. So I kind of sped up my work. So I'll let you know the effect that I'm going for if you didn't watch the other video already that just shows the card. So I want to go for a bokeh effect, and I've watched multiple videos on YouTube, and the way that they do this is they color the background in some way, and the ones that I've watched have done a watercolor effect. So that's what I'm doing right now. And I'm just using cheap watercolors, nothing fancy. That's all I have really. Well, that's not true. That's not all I have, but that's what I've chosen to use. So yeah, this is just me showing you the background. So I have it taped down, and I think I'm going to get my heat gun and dry it because I'm impatient and I really wanted to get this card done when I was making it, so I didn't want to let it air dry. The only thing I didn't really like was that you can see that the paper buckles, and I don't like that. So anyways, here's after I dried it, I am going back and darkening it up and putting another layer in. Adding some purple, some darker pink, because for the bokeh effect you put white pigment over it, like pigment ink. So I wanted the background to be dark enough so that when I put white over it, you were still going to be able to tell that it was a pink background. So the background is done, and I'm showing you my stencil here. It's just a homemade stencil that I took a piece of acetate and I cut out the circles in different sizes, the larger, the medium, and then you'll see that I use later a pencil eraser for the very, very small circle. And I'm just going all over, don't really have any plan, just putting the circles on where I feel like they should go. I'm trying to put these ones a little bit lighter than the rest because I want the other circles to be able to stand out on top of these ones. So I'm trying to blend out the white ink as best possible. I'm using the Memento Luxe, I think it's called Wedding Dress, white ink, and I think it'll cut soon here to where I have more circles because this was a long video. Yeah, so here's me just putting more of the kind of medium-sized circle, we'll say, and you can see the effect is kind of taking shape a little bit more as the circles go on and you layer them over top of one another. It's really neat. I'd like to try it again. And you'll notice that sometimes I kind of like go in with my finger, and that's just because I think I had too much pigment on my little sponge that I was using, and that eventually just kind of was leaving a white mark, like a ring around the circle, and I wanted it to look softer, so I would kind of smudge it out, and you'll see I'm doing that here with the little circle as well. I didn't have a small circle. I guess I could have used a hole punch, but I wasn't thinking at the time, so this just worked fine for a little circle type of stamp. And let's see. So now the background is done, and I hope you can tell it kind of looks like a bokeh effect. It's the first time I've ever tried this, but it was fairly simple to do, so if you're interested in trying it, I say go ahead and do it because it was pretty simple. So now I want to put a sentiment. That's the Avery L. Oh Happy Day, and I'm using the Love You stamp. So I went in first with the powder bag, and I'm going to use the Wow Black embossing powder and Versamark ink, of course. I just wanted to make it really dark. I had like white and pink embossing powder, but I thought the black would stand out the most, so that's kind of why I chose that. And I don't think I mentioned this, but the prompt for this month for Studio 6 Creations for February was the color pink and hearts. So you see where I brought in the pink, but you'll see the hearts in just a minute here. Oh, look there, right on time. I was just showing you it's a Lawn Fawn die, and I used that to cut out some hearts from white cardstock. And I'm realizing that using my fingers to pick up this little heart is proving very difficult, so I go get my tweezers. I originally wanted these to be pink hearts, but then I thought that they kind of blended in too much, so I left them white. And I'm just sticking them down. And I actually end up putting a clear, like, Stickles glitter on them at the end. I don't know if that recorded or not, but they are on there. And I also decided to go in with some sequins just to add a little bit more. I thought it was so simple, and I probably could have just left it very simple, but I wanted to add a little bit of something else. So in with the sequins I go, and I just kind of put them near where the hearts were to kind of match up. And there will be a few still pictures at the end. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you check out all the other Studio 6 creations for the month of February. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.